What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. If you're watching this video, you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do so. And for everybody who already subscribed to the channel and got a post notification, I do want to say thank you for showing your support. It helps out the channel a lot. Alright, so for this video, again, we're not covering any credit products or anything, just covering a credit topic that a lot of people are misguided on. So for this, we're talking about car shopping / mortgage inquiries. So usually when you go car shopping or mortgage shopping, you'll get a lot of inquiries on your credit, and whoever is doing your application, or somebody then told you that your inquiries is going to count as one and it doesn't affect your credit. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about, because a lot of people are being misguided. Okay, so let's just go through an example and then I'll just walk you through everything. All right, so let's say you had 700 credit score, FICO score, right? You got a 700 FICO score. You decide to go car shopping, mortgage shopping, right? And let's say you end up with 15 inquiries. And it's not like 15 inquiries on this bureau, 15 inquiries. This are 3 here, 5 here, blah, blah, blah. Not like that. We're just saying 15. They all hit one credit bureau, right? 15 inquiries in one credit bureau. So let's just say instead of losing 5 points per inquiry, let's say, because it's going to get kind of like average together since you're doing all these at the same time. So let's say you got a 700 FICO score, 15 inquiries. Instead of losing, 5, 6, 4 points per inquiry, let's say, it get averaged together and you only lose 20 points, right? And that's the main thing where people be saying, it gets counted as one. It doesn't really hurt your credit, right? So let's just say, you lose 20 points. It could be less than this. It could be more. I'm just kind of giving you like an example. I don't know like the exact number that you're going to lose. Like, there's no specific amount of points you're going to lose far as the amount of inquiries. Is more so based on your credit profile and everything like that. That what, decides how many points you're going to lose. So you started with 700 FICO score, you end up hitting 15 inquiries on your credit. Let's say you lost 20 points. The inquiries kind of got averaged together. So now you're at a 680 FICO score, right? All right, so you started at 700. You was pretty much in the, I guess what you call like good credit score range. Now you done drop down to fair, or this probably, I think this probably be good. This probably like better or something like that. But now you done drop down a whole credit grade, right? And now you got a 680 score, 15 inquiries. And if you had a 700 score and you end up with 15 inquiries, chances are, with that 700 score you had, that score wasn't strong enough, so that's why you end up getting 15 inquiries. When your credit is good, you have your profile structure right and everything, you're not getting no 15 inquiries. You probably get 1 or 2 or something like that. Also, when you go on car shopping, the best way to go about getting your car loan is going through just one bank or a credit union. That way you're getting a better interest rate, and it's only one hard inquiry, plus you're getting a check that you can take to any car dealership, and now you have negotiation power, right? Negotiating power. Same thing with mortgage. You could just go through your credit union or bank versus going to multiple lenders. So 700 FICO score is where you start. You're pretty much in the good credit score range, right? 15 inquiries hit. You lost 20 points. Now you drop down the credit grade. You had a 680 with 15 inquiries. And, your credit wasn't already strong with the 700 because you end up getting 15 inquiries. Now you got this weak credit profile with a 680 score, 15 inquiries. Now, all this may have counted as one. You maybe didn't lose, 5 points per inquiry. Whatever, is like the average amount of points you lose per inquiry. It kind of got rounded together. You only lost 20. Or maybe it can be less. Let's say you maybe only lost 15, whatever. Now you have a 680 score, 15 inquiries. You go out to apply for a credit card. You go out to apply for anything. Guess what's going to happen to you? You is going to get denied. Denied. Why? Because you have so many inquiries. Having so many inquiries makes you look thirsty for credit, because why were you applying so much? Also, why was your credit not good enough to get approved on the first or second inquiry? Why was your credit blasted like that? Another thing as well, you know, you can't trust you know, salespeople. You know, a lot of them don't know nothing about credit anyway. So why would you take advice from them that, okay, you know, they're not gonna blast my credit, or oh, it's not gonna really hurt it? These people are not credit specialists. They have nothing with credit. Their credit probably is not even good. So you can't just be taking people advice. If you want to go about getting, you know, different loans, go to just one source, your bank or credit union. That way you wean out getting your credit profile blasted with all these inquiries. And yes, there's methods to moving these inquiries, but why put yourself through going through that of moving the inquiries when you could have just went through one credit union or bank, made sure your credit was right? And also consult with a credit specialist before going out and applying with credit products. Me, I would consider myself a credit specialist. I know a lot about credit. So if you got a credit product you're trying to apply for, message me or any other YouTube people that you follow, or if you got someone in your town that you feel is a credit specialist, ask them before you go out and ask a salesman something about credit. A salesman person is not going to know everything about credit like a credit specialist would. Not to down any car salesman or mortgage or any salesman, but generally they don't know what they're talking about when it comes down to credit. So back to the overall thing, does car shopping mortgage inquiries all count as one? Kinda. Does it affect your credit? Yes, heavily yes, it will. Do not believe that it's not going to affect your credit, because you had an okay score with little inquiries, you was all right. Now you done shot your score down a letter grade, and you got these 15 inquiries, and let's just say you end up getting approved. Once that new account reports, just depending on your credit, it could drop your score even more, because now it's going to mess up your overall age of credit. Or it could depend on your credit profile. You know, it could shoot it up once that new account reports. You know, it can you know what I'm trying to say, whatever, however you say it. But you know, now you got your score shot down. But again, anytime you add new accounts to your credit, you know, it may initially take a drop due to affecting your overall age of credit, but it can go back up. You know, within a month to 3 months, it's gonna shoot right back up. So overall, when you car shopping mortgage inquiries, does kind of count as one, get averaged down as far as the amount of points that you lose and drop. But overall, it's going to affect your credit. You're not going to be able to get approved for anything until you get those inquiries removed. You should not have a whole bunch of inquiries on your credit. Max amount of inquiries you probably should have, you know, like try to stay under 10, or unless you're like me, I kind of apply for credit cards and get my credit cards, and then you go through a gardening stage, you space out your inquiries and do things like that. But don't just think it's fine to have 20 plus inquiries and, you know, whatever. Now you do have people get approved with 15 inquiries or more. It just all depends on when was all these inquiries done, were they spaced out, were they all done in the same day. Different things like that will affect that. So that's just my take on that. And just to summarize it again, if you know you watched all this video, you didn't understand what I said, you know, car shopping multi inquiries do kind of get counted as one, but it does affect their credit badly, more than most people say it does, because you know, now with all these inquiries you can't get approved for nothing. So that's pretty much it with that. You know, always be very cautious and, you know, particular about when you're applying for credit. Try to just go through one credit union, one bank, and go that route. Don't go to every car dealership trying to get approved, you know. So that's it for this. Hopefully you learned something that you got to take away. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. See you in the rest of my videos.